Let's say obi biara enfre ni nua. Obi and tune in to Wontumi television live and radio. Yamin Sawumu Facebook and YouTube live. Mo my join me. And go through the process of Anna Babomusam. The only shower Otia Oti embrace never so no yaka every trending issue. Na yema no kware any day di. Fe yema pere e day di. Na fa kudi nso eye Ghana for madia. Enyu de mechia obi biara o hwe me na mo amutie me. Me shamo sonko because na minim say mrana abrabom nsem me wo followers sa was me dey me social media fan Facebook me Instagram page ni sa na me no me nta enye but I think say a lot of people are taking advantage of my program. Wontumi 2 hours program what they mama no they provide content more. Anytime I make a program no na man for che me show you now about 10 or 15 stories. Now viewership but no more just boom bottom coming after you. When I use the word I'm coming after you somewhat I say what I say me man me for me content and my dream and be program na me wia bloggers are picking natural storylines na mo de aye mo stories na man fa ko view na mako ji sika she mbotom what I say into these things we will put a stop to it. I think say we need to respect the offering copyright. Nyame ye wa no eye me madwen bibi ameka bia wa ha no eye me nimdie meton what I say meton into me voice originality whatever I say here is my original idea and your idea but eye me position in law and in life country emra ye juma no you don't copy or use my intellectual property on this platform to make news. What I say, topic I made is rule of law working in Ghana. It's rule of law working in Ghana. That's the first topic. Now so, emra edihini ewo meimu ana. It's rule of law. Now so mbra any ye fapen ana emra any adia esumbu wo memu ana bibi abaye kese chen mra na ebimu ayomo ho se omo de omo so chen mra na omo di bia any omo bullying you know omo din any omo links and how well they are connected and who they know and how influential they are into normal there mrano and show masie omo brum mrano they are above the laws because one they have titles title no class in Ghana title number 2 omo wo dino emuyedu number 3 they are very famous and then because of their propriety you know they don't respect the law 4 because they belong to a certain group of people either politicians or parliamentarians or whatever group they belong into you know they have immunity and privileged and then number 5 because they are linked to political power and then influential people in the society you know they are above the law. Today we are going to look at what is rule of law. Because a rule of law, you go classroom. What I said, you go I want to bring rule of law to the doorstep of the ordinary Ghanaian. What it means, you can say rule of law. And whether rule of law is working in Ghana, or we have rule of men, and now we have the rule of the bourgeoisies, the high class people, or we have the rule of political powers, rule of parliamentary I don't want to use the word parliamentary bullying. So there was cyber bullying, you know. People are now bullying Ghanaians and bullying the law and bullying the constitution. I'm going to look at that critically vis-a-vis the happenings, recent happening in Parliament and the General Legal Council and the law students, vis-a-vis what happened of Parliament and the police and the Sasusaka. What do I say? We are going to look at it in terms of rule of law and see whether rule of law now is happening. Ocean your constitution now. The preamble, the say Ghana will be a place where rule of law will prevail, but not rule of men. So when you may first aspect we are going to look at the rule of law, and I think I'll use 30 minutes to do justice to that. From there, if I zoom to MPP, was it DUFIASM, MPP as a party, the principles of breaking the eights, how you can break the eights, and the things that is happening now, whether you can break or not break, no, I'm going to unveil certain things and I'm going to go hard at you. And NDC assembly, I will never talk about NDC because NDC is in opposition. So I'm almost there. They have nothing to offer than to criticize and wish you in government say you fail. Or they say, hey, Ghana politics now, you don't know. You are not matured enough, say, if the government in power succeed, all of us, succeed together. Ghana yamra yamaya Ghana ya do so yamaya Ghana edin say ayenya na edin say. You know, we have not got to the stage we are matured yet democracy na say, you know, so be opposition ono na dey say abaning failing abaning negative trending issue yense aban yembon who yanka some money emfa no ho na onye diboni wabochi se na be ya obeka sa aye kan ye wo ba ye no wa me ye hwe ye bro okomo intino opposition dey djuma no intino you don't waste. I will not waste my time on opposition. I will not. I am looking at the current government, the government of Nana Akufo-Addo, and the appointees, any MPP as a party. Today, I will speak straight to you. Because me no someone be saying come on. Me not Cadbury member of MPP. And I'm meetings. I'm assuming come on. And I don't expect anything from you. I don't expect anything from you because 53 years of my life, no, Nyame born me, Mama Livy, and I've been able to live without a politician. So I don't think, say, I will kowtow to anybody on this platform. Chairman Wontumi, he knows me very well. He knows who Maurice Ampaw is, you know, and then I'll say it as it is. And that is the number. That's the second part. So the first part, what is rule of law, and whether rule of law is working in this country? Yeah, nothing about MPP breaking the eight, the do's and don'ts. What do I say? Then finally, no, if the list of journalists, any bloggers are more defame me, na more trendy me. Gay issues, no. You are report to me. You are wanted by the Ghana police. na listening na me the issue of whether Ghana is a serious country, whether we have values, what do we glorify as a people? Ghana, no, then see this as a nation, and what do we glorify? Who do we honor? Only I say. So 1, rule of law, and whether this rule of law is working in Ghana. 2, breaking the 8, and then 3, Ghana, are we serious as a nation in terms of our values and principles and what we honor in this country? When you are producer, we travel home. Now, many background for mommy. Now, mommy zoom into my element. Now, me go out. Until mommy gospel nyuma ebe touch makuma na etie for so ewura huhumu omu wia na mo ba honemu e di nkita ho nti producer betwa mo aba. Lawyers, a krebi, I am bro 5,000 with Ghana no. About 90% of people no don't understand law. Omonte law kra. Mrano omuni mra. What do I say? And I'm now so young church remunchire mo. Until now we have about 90% of our population who are ignorant of the law. It's serious. It's critical to our democracy here practicing. to what we call the rule of law, because it's danger to our rule of law and then democracy. Because if you have a country where about 90% plus of the people don't understand the law, don't know the law, don't know how the law works, your country a man for nimbra omunim kwa fa so amane eduma na dangerous. International may look at the issue of rule of law. Is rule of law working in Ghana? Get the kind for people depend. You can say what's rule of law? What does it mean? Get the kind what say what rule of law, what it means. Actually, or maybe no oji rule of law di. Just say emra edino means that the law is supreme. Rule of law means say emra no and supremacy of the law. In the case of rule of law, one of the principles is that the law reigns supreme. Meaning, the case it means that Ghana mra Article 11 of our constitution now. Ghana mra mean baako the constitution. Mienu mra parliament ye. Miensa for say mra ye friend the common law. Ye betu ye abrofo de ba de ma yen. Ebi so many bi ni ya mamre customary law and practices. Ebi so ye orders any rules, any say mra ye de call parliamentar amateur. So the laws of Ghana no Article 11 na you can say rule of law. It means that somebody must rule Ghana. It meaning somebody no anna say Ghana di bia so they born the bra. That is 101. You can say rule of law. The kind of say emrano esuchen obia ehumrano say oye ogboro obrano eso say na say Bible Christopher who Bible say Bible any krata efisra say esuchen bibia say na Muslims for who Quran say and also asuche will be say na traditional religion fuzu hu afọ say na me ketwa ne any nananom say omo no sa na Ghana ha no ye ka say rule of law net say the kan emra no should reign supreme. Number 2, ye ka say rule of law so a na ye kire say emra no should promote rule of law promote equality before the law. Meaning, ye pet. What do I say? I say ye pet. As ye see ye dimra nebu maina. And mano, I saw treaty obia pe. So ye parliamentarian we ye judge we ye president we ye hino we ye celebrity we ye friend say a banker we ye governor of a banker we ye DC ye ndia mra say mrani ye. Say ye pet equality before the law. Eti obi ensun chemra wo memu. Ese se obi ensun chemra e wo memu. Eti ye ka rule of law. The first principle is say esemra no edihine. Ye to su menu obi ara ensun che mra no ye nya ye pet. Number 3, principles of rule of law they say esemra no should be known. Esem nano yehu ese timafo etimra na se ese timafo ehu omumra ese timafo no tumi hu se we ye nebra otiase enti say case rule of law bra yes see the law rules and people who the law is to rule them don't know the law. How can the law rule them? In the country you see rule of law no, the law no must be known, but now our laws are not known. The question is that the rule of law no, is the law known Instead of, so if you want to know the rule of law, but say the law is supreme. The thought you know is that there is equality before the law. Obi aye pet. That also means emrano so be who. That also nine. Rule of law means say, omwa yamo mutumi no. Yede mrana check yomo. There should be restraint on their powers. Ese obi biara mrano tumi no. Sa mrano hwe say obe check no. O dey say na be ya obi nye no ho say oye sovereign. On also che obi a wo memu. Ohini bi trust in kase on under there oyo hene she ain't to be stopping no. Judiciary Chief Justice said to me, say, me na me head of judiciary, you know, me kasa, final. Parliament, Abang Bagbi, kasa, final. President Nadu kasa, final. Otufo kasa, final. And now be biara celebrity be kasa, final. What it is that rule of law means is that the law limits the powers. Obi biara to me mo biara no, it be biara ato achoko. So na be ya onye all knowing. Or to know. Sana nyame aye yen. Nyame bo ye nia no. Tumi nia ye nyame dia. Na nyame ma ndipe bia tumi ba ma utumi kakra na ma omre oye. Ene na nyame de limit yen. Nti obi a ni wo wiase a obeka se the tumi ne bro nyame tumi so because nyame asheda limit yen. Nyame ye sovereign. Ti nyame asoche eni enti no. O ma ndipe bia tumi but olemeti ye ebi ni say nipa bia no ye wotumi a ye tumi de trase ba nyama lemeti ye bewu nti de trase na bidwai trase na ye sebe ye ndwa ye numu omemu na me hwe nkofu bia se na na mato iPhone 3 na mete range na me na bo fe na me die me na win the power. Yes sir. Because the man limited to me now wo your quota ubewu o for not me ewu na yewo Ghana han ina na obetrase da mo say that ye nya ye nima ye nyi na wo say nima twentwe me say me twa bia na say me hwɛ me nim kra no say o lampa me ba akokra. Because the Kaipa Abraham 2021, 22, Charlie. Now the crash swag. What do I say? And then 53 years, the energy level is no more there. What do I say? The energy level no because I mean, to me say the vim as what because in 7 years time we call retirement. What do I say? You know, many na me mama beat so and na me talk. And I me sit down. Well, when you way now they can't they see they pay a man for me. Obia. I don't know rule of law. No, nyame rule of law. They say rule of law in a country of rule of law. Obia. Obia say obia say mlase. So I'm not here into. Nyame so make sure say yet team come kwade nipa kwade ye wo mre ye. Until we live by grace. Obi bia do hwe mo Ghana bia no. Unimu mre ye. President Nadu di mre ye. Or transfer no su odidem no pa don't know Babang Bagbi unimu mro ye Chief Justice unimu mro ye asofo no ma bin ya wo wias Ghana eni amunimu mro ye you know your weaknesses obi biara say yi umro ye ni e the video Ghana ye to be show be say a bon kun ye so bon fun ayediti omemu ya re ma bokono omo din some money mo ye ritual musika ye feeling ya no nyame eye momro ye wa nyame da sanse mo it ye can rule of law you are looking at the issue say obi atumi bia wo onyonya bia wo bia no our limits ti no say emre won di kaso o de ase obi a wo ne mre o mre beba ebeko ebenso ye can rule of law na ye lastly ye can say country rule of law means that we must respect people's fundamental human rights. What do I say? There must be respect for fundamental human rights. Yes, say you to me respect a man for found DNA near your man for dear near your beard dear no proper for mano. And then near need dear mano ready need dear mano. Near adia de dear no yanton mano yambunusa you feel the same. That is rule of law for you. And then we must understand, lastly, we must also understand the rule of law ensures that at the end of the day, we promote the best interests of Ghana. Ghana, say Ghana dihini. Until you can't rule of law, I don't know. Now, young family, Yamakeni Yano, if a young family, say Ghana, you see, you're practicing democracy. Are we really practicing rule of law? No. The answer is absolutely no. Monfred President don't trust it. Now Monfred Speaker of Parliament trust it. Monfred Chief Justice in trust it. Monfred all our leaders. And again, I'm trust. I'm making to say the question I'm posing is rule of law working in Ghana. The answer is big no. Like I'm say big the no. I didn't make answer. I'm not sure. On my young family Juma. Ghana, a country, young family, and your Juma, your Mumbra, your Srumbra, and the young Ferrimra. What do I say? I'm running the baby, and I have that I hope. Now, and the rule of law. Ghana here, no. What rule us? A patapa. Rule of patapa. What rule us? Is rule of insults. At the media, rule of insults. Ghana ha. What rule is rule of bullying. Say, you better teach Obia than the Pacono. When look bad. Now they are saying Ghana ha. Rule of blackmailing. I'm for rule of men. And again, I know that the matter to change and me down parry. What I say, Ghana, I know say you're probably to down parry, rule of down parry, not rule of the police regulations and the law, not rule of the constitution, not rule of the police code of ethics. That Ghana call it down parry. The rule of Dampare, it will be a Dampare, Dampare, you are elevating Dampare above the law. So now he is operating like the police institution is Dampare. We are now elevating people and looking at individuals than looking at the law as supreme. It's way like and again, rule of abangbabing. Agbansumani babbing. Say a parliament no, or didn't hear enumga. Abangbabing is supporting so by your president, but Miss No. Enumga. Now no bar, of when say Kumasaya, or Bejano, or so on number 2. I say on in number 2, what Ghana. Okay, I say, we president not the FIFA out of war. Oh, I say, now I'm about to be back, and now you don't respect my authority. No, about and Sasu can never be arrested. No, about and you the minister, go and reverse. We are Abangbabi, the speaker, has become more powerful than the parliament. Parliamentarians, no. She said Abangbabi is the rule of Abangbabi. It's not the rule of law, no. Abangbabi has become the head and a parliament. And no dimi him and a channel or no to make Sasu with 2 cry to make channel. For I say, for the only business of Raba, I don't be say, Ghana's Canacana. Ghana's Kenya, Ghana's Kenya, you're more 2%. I'm not going to carry you. And then I say, Ghana's Kenya, no. Ghana's Kenya, say Ghana's Kenya, 10 billion. Yamba Abangbabi being in the parliament 2%. Apart from paying in the money 2%, no, 5 years in terms of assistance. What I say, a parliamentarian be a Benjamin office for the constituency. Now when your staff and the cast you upgrade, now they say parliamentarians so I did. All you also not treat chief justice. Chief justice is on country. Needing justice in India on Tessa. And you are not no say na judiciary crano. We have 3 arms of government. You were the legislature, you were the executive, you were the judiciary, and you were the parliament. And I show more executive ekra 100%. It's anka Ghana Kenya yanchemu niensa parliament nji 2%. Na judiciary so nji 2%. Na executive na 96%. Munche ni Abagbagbe. Munche ni. So now rule of Abagbagbe, it's now called a short because I don't know, he's representing as a speaker of parliament, but at the same time, no, he has become so powerful as a person, but not the law. Then when it comes to the issue of whether the law is reign supreme, no. Assembly be a baby and Yashamrano. Yasha party na sem aba na party followers any party leadership nye original sali pakulechi and a witch hunting and a witch hunting free way fresha saso assembly be se nka MP and I yahwehwe no na Abagbagbe ujide the chief now say no way the police must respect our laws because it's a parliamentary because what it means is that you are for the first time protecting the institution of parliament and protecting the opponent MP. But what do we see? Sasu ye NDC di Abagbagbe so ye NDC ni. And you know the other Ghanaian you see is you are protecting your own to the sense which wrote multiple letters. Now the army yani say you show letter say chatu Sasu our America parliamentary duty not it can tell them kaimu na oyachia na onya de kokudro etwa be che Ghana for so say we first so no MP tuma no ye no akwata Kevin Taylor so yenim say on obia ono de okoye kwa obedidi atem asema meki kwa wa hwe obetwa bom on dey say the minimum ye pe Ghana me the Paris Kevin say me dem shiwi me da ase me da nase say me de onya bibia nka about me shiwi me da nase enya hwe me shiwi me penesa ade omo si me gay o dey say nti me so ma fa nasa no problem but Kevin Taylor, a whole speaker of parliament, a whole parliamentarian, I yet the taxpayers' money say your parliamentary duty. We are a non-entity. Kevin Taylor, or your disaster for Ghana. Ono die, me brand me atimdidie. O dey say, Obia, ono no, or your bullying, he bullies everybody, or insulting with impunity. Then you have MP. Your title is honorable. Sasu, listen to me. We am a small boy. Sasu, you know me and I know you. Small boy. Parliamentarian now Wontumi America. Papa the award. MP, Speaker Trump court to say show. Now Wontumi call Kevin Taylor kotani kemu. Edi Ghana for at the treasure would ye Kevin Taylor your role model. Jesus Christ. And Abagbagbe, you don't see anything wrong with that. You are not seeing anything wrong with that. Rule flow being individuals have become very powerful than the states, institutions. So where is the rule of law? It's in any kind. The law is not supreme in Ghana. Forget about it. Number 2, are we all equal before the law? No. Ghana have equality before the law. Who your president, who your minister, who your liberal. Ghana had here a bush suit. Equality of the law, no, there's no equality of the law. The law is not equal. You are treating people based on their party colors, and then say that then I'm nobody a party, o party never share. And the first number 2, how famous you are. So be any more. Number 3, how connected you are. So only big men. Or I say 4, how rich you are. So what's it? And then finally, how violent you are. You will be out to become full. Then you set in a system. What I say, you know, they say no. America bet you be a. You should be a question no. Na a cocoa to cry na court to social. Na you mo be bail. Na you try we say conditionality. Yeah, the condition can say so no be so you should say self-recognized bail. Na the amano. Until even in the courtroom, you show with Nima who say sentence you the amount the same thing, and we are talking about what equality before the law. It's not working in Ghana. Number 3, law of law, which said the law must be known. Mean we are Ghana. Equal for any nano. Meanwhile, we say ignorance of law is no excuse. We don't know the law because we are not equipping the National Commission for Civic Education. Say the momo. Academy Sika, Wontumi be educated on our fundamental human right and the constitution. Internet Mano Yenim, Odi Ashe, Yenim, Ghana Hana place about 90% of our people are ignorant of the law. Shemra parliamentary passing every day. Nobody obey no obu the rule. Parliamentary passing law, pass amendment. No go Ghana Publishing House. No future guru. We don't know the law. What do I say? Obiti area hakra the area law no nim. AMA bylaws ye nim. What do I say? Constitution so ye nim and na ko abonti na ko bisa Ghana say constitution no chapter 5 ye there. Wontumi well, besides what is the constitution? We are so ignorant, therefore rule of law is not working because the law is not known. I say mystery. The law is only meant for few lawyers. And no more brace of Mra, Kakrebi pet the Intiati Hano, Ghana no, I'm running in your Jumani, baby Mrano. Until they are meeting Hana make them like a bit of matem. Because only one of Nano into Camra. Now we say now we say because only Mrano, and you don't even attempt today. Any cyber bullying, Ghana for the baby, you know. What we are now, we know more is media terminal, young bully man for name transfer, near India man for and we know that more than the law. So therefore, rule of law is working. Lastly, rule of law engagement, and say at the other day, no, you respect people's right and liberty in this country. You treat a man for whom right basa ukoto adie na adie ne ya odie kra na no bi abeje nsasesem no bi di alangash odi ase obi ye difemo obi na ekwa for the say court no na case na basa udi amafo police station na yakoji bribe ni say case no. People are not enjoying their right in Ghana. People are not enjoying their liberties in Ghana. You look as if the right and liberties are meant for sale. We are selling right and liberty for sale. Don't go me open so ton right na bra. Who sika now when you nyam who connection now enjoy right. Who need be forget about it. What country are we running? System ben running. That is what we talk about. So rule of law is not working in this country. No wonder we are seeing what we are seeing. You know, we are in a difficult situation because we are country of pretenders. Ghana, no, you are pretender as if things are not working, but things are not working. When you are a man for Nyama and Kuyi, what do I say? Let's see whether rule of law is working. Now let's come. Say rule of law per Juma. Look at Parliament, their conduct and their behavior towards the General Legal Council, any Ghana Law School exams. 499 students exams 3 million buy. How do we use rule of law to resolve it? No. Parliamentarians resorted to rule of bullying. You bully the General Legal Council for, and how do they bully it? You touch your man and walk. So one man Dimitri mo parliamentary mo budget ba IG mo budget ba so General Council for no yeah approve Sasuni Damakbo, another parliamentary bully, and I Mokrano, you be chief justice if you generally has so you're going to do private bills. Now, senior member of the bar, Sam Okujato, legal luminary, Obia Watre, Oko Law School, Oko the lawyers in this country, we are about 5,000 plus. Lawyer Okujato more than 2,000 to 4,000 students. Legal ethics and advocacy. You are rising up to become the member of Council of States. When parliamentary bullying was going on, now Okobena no can say, listen to me, you are joking. How can two lawyers, Sasu and Damakbo, Muamuyan Kwalanke, no, Samujato, and yet that you say, oh, Korean law in the early 60s. Na mumba pano mumma me mukra omo nyama dun so omo train prawo na wo sasu any that makpo Samukuja to eja class ma chere made in the law school, because today you are MPs for only 4 years. 4 so that to really what 4 years you come out to threaten the general council say you are going to introduce private bill, you remove chief justice just because mama others in parliament no general council did not agree, just they failed to disagree with you, no, it led to bullying. Now Samukuja to use the word you are joking, then you have Damakbo coming out to say Samukuja Jato rather is a joke. Then you have the Speaker of Parliament, Abang coming out and throw the weight behind the two NDC parliamentarians. In Kumasi say, and one person Samukuja Jato, a senior lawyer and a bar, using unparliamentary remarks against two MPs for calling them joke. But Madam Bagui, with all due respect, I think says Samukuja is older than you, and I'm sure that is even your senior at the bar. To where in our legal ethics and practice, legal profession acts, where has the issue of seniority, respect for seniority? Granted, so penny credit to Atema, allowed to do that. If some Okuja have used the word joke, then you have two MPs. They are not even 10 years at the bar. I'm talking about a lawyer who is about 50 years at the bar. Over to my woman, papa. Just because you are members of the parliament, you responded and replied, and the speaker backed you. I'm disappointed in the Speaker of Parliament. That remark somebody say, Samukuja Jato have come to attack your members. But you forgot to say, Samukuja Jato have been an MP in the 60s. And he's a senior at the bar. Per our training, our culture, and our values. Openly credit what the man did not be. But now we have a speaker who is protecting people because they are members of parliament. General Legal Council, in refusing to just admit, because they think that there are issues to be dealt with, then parliamentarians resorted into parliamentary insults. The General Legal Council that time, and you see, it's an institutional. When you talk of rule of law, there should be respect for laws and institutions. The way of parliamentarians, you don't want to be insulted and bullied. You don't want your MP. But as I'm saying, and my orders are being undermined. But you people there, you sit there and you can undermine the authority of an institution that created by you, your own. More parliamentary and more created general council. You created a council. You gave them powers. And the people in the council are eminent people. Chief Justice, Supreme Court judges, members of Council of States, President of the Ghana Bar Association. Then you have MPs telling them, say, including Afenyo Markins, say the General Council, no job, and you are making the law, the state of law, very unattractive. Then you have people, everybody throwing mutaka and rubbishing them. And then you have Manasseh rubbishing them. And people, and then you have Professor Azar, Nidin Krano, Azar, Amunya, Obiaka, Okana drink, Kafo, actual institution. You see, but the matter went to court. Before the court even vote determine the matter, Parliament assumed the role of financial power. Thank God. Say, we have been able to resolve this issue because matured minds sat down. The president, being the father of the nation, knowing, say, the General Council, because it's the executive power, and then Attorney General is direct oversight of the council. I've written to them to look at the issue with respect. The president did not use bullying, insult, attack, name calling. People were calling for the let's scrap up the institution. It is old, full of old men. The name calling from parliament and people who are outside the parliament, civil society. But with diplomacy, with respect to institution, the president used diplomacy through the Attorney General. Have been able to resolve this thing because they respect the institution. They wrote to them with the language, suggesting to them, pleading with them. That is how we govern a country. That is how we promote rule of law. You don't use bullying. You don't use attack, blackmailing, threat, and resolving issues like that. The president and Attorney General have shown the way. Now, the student, 499 people know. You don't respect. You think parliament is the way forward. Now, there are two things. There's a difference between admission and then whether you will be called to the bar. There are two things altogether. So if you don't learn, if you want to become part of a profession, and there is a governing body, and then you join some members of parliament and civil society to rubbish, insult, defame, expose the General Council to public hatred and ridicule and contempt, and you want to come and become part of that profession, are you serious? And do you think law, no, when you are admitted, then it's automatic qualification? Calling to the bar is not only passing exams. There is a background check. You can be called to the bar, but you will not. You can be called to the bar, but they will not enroll you. Enrollment is a different altogether. Look at the background. Whether you are a man of integrity, good character, high moral character, all these things goes into it. It's mean reasoning and rule of law prevail. Let me try me home. Let's have a back and continue. police with regard to SASU issue, I think say my only concern is Amangbagin should put a break on SASU because the matter is in court and SASU keeps on granting interviews justifying its action for not honoring police investigations, taking on the police here and there, describing how the police, it's like exposing the police to public hatred and ridicule. All the interviews all granting here show clearly say he has taken a stand that the police acted illegally and cannot even drag him to court, which is unfair. Because see, if you respect rule of law, I might not say respect rule of law, but now Magbabi is watching SASU, who his case is pending at the District Court of Kanishi, who has been charged. An alleged accused person is now talking, explaining, even to the sense that making submission say police charging in his absence require wrong. Amangbagbi, you are sitting down and watching. Is that how rule of law? That's why some people say rule of law need more money. People be that, and they say that Ghana Bar Association and the General Legal Council, is it not a misconduct? Is it not a misconduct? Say when a matter is pending in court, a lawyer or a party to it who is a lawyer should be making prejudicial statements. Say once more court. Now, if you are taking on the police, I think that it is very serious, and we should be very careful the way we are handling these issues in the country. Because the second session Abba. Now let's move on to the second aspect of the program, breaking the eights. MPP as a party. If you are not very careful in the way we are handling the affairs of the party, maybe I'm a political messiah. I've done political science and I know what it takes to win power. And all my analysis via politics has come to pass. So, the way you are handling the affairs of the party will determine whether you break the eight or not. The issue of Wontumi should be looked critically. And then I think, we need to look at other factors and make the ruling government very unpopular. You don't destroy somebody who is your formidable and a leader in a fight. You don't do that. I say, and the person me try more kakra na, I think say I'll be back very soon, because where I'm going, I didn't tell you towards, and I need to. There are more fire to continue. If I'm condition. You know, me hang around, and I think say me coin na it for after now much of my dream was so far. The can home. I think say I'll reserve the next episode, the one for next week. Now to me, I continue. You know, more open a phone lines na it for so into my dream. So far, the can home.
Yeah, hello.
Yeah, Minya.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Minya.
Yeah, Madam Wasiki, any program or more, any papa.
That's it.
Some free. 1.2, what do you do, my cousin?
Okay.
Now, okay, MPC, even put me flowers, and 20 pounds and send them to you. Oh, I don't see the usefulness of them. I can even say they are very useless. Some of them are very useless. Some of them are very useless. Let me tell you. Now, when I was so strong, when be a lawyer, what's why I be a lawyer?
Human rights.
It's a common law like this. The police is inviting you, and you are running away to go and join the person, people like Kevin Taylor, who is a useless to the nation. It's a wanted person. Now, when you are there and they want to come, because I'm not doing it. So you are supporting what the Kevin Taylor is doing. Now, what big boy, you come there, oh, Ghana, you're going to my out with and you're very always. You empty out the body. You empty out the poor kind of you. What did you make? I will do it here. I will share and then get right.
Would I say? Mon frère, no, my we bet to be so taxi, no man, 0244 67 11. But mon frère, no man, I'm not so much. Yeah. Hello, Minya. Good evening. Would deal with the free fever?
Maybe Alex and Catherine.
Okay.
Yeah, you really on my because some people so cool, and you are doing it. I think we Mr. Kusiwa for kind. But for kind, we can't name the Casa from Bobby or Bobby speak of family, the baby. But nothing will say every time about Sosa. And if you want to say, you, and I'm your number 3, what the pools my can't because we heard so swat to me, I would do one chatty. Your secret for no after that. I put in that, I keep your better, or they run here, you must want. I feel your parents so much fun. And at the same general, it was starting to be supported. About Babbing. Not so my sheer partner to see about. You know, I somewhere from the church, it didn't feel the country. Feel the country now to that, it's a not a man beautiful as a so now, also can be. I feel the same much yatana. And I feel the catechism for your great TV SYZ. I've been in the end. So, I see some because of Chromia, a lawyer, a hard dream, and paying for the views for Casa, and him for me. And customer.
Amen.
Hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
Good evening. Yeah.
I saw Wontumi TV.
That's right.
My friend in the East.
But your man, come
Your friend is Deputy DC. The East.
But you'll be too.
I won't do yourself no. I won't do yourself no. It's one people paying for 1 and 2. and the airport the study amount for fashion.
Hello, Unya, it's you. Good evening, Unya.
Hello, good morning, good evening. Good evening. Hello, good evening.
Evening.
Mr. Dr. Maurice Ampaw. We are here today. I
Hello.
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 Hello, Miriam, it's you.
Hello.
Hello, Miriam, it's you.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening, Miriam. Kasa, it's you. Okay.
Yeah, honestly speaking, they're disappointed in you, not but in person. Because knowledge we over power lawyer and power just from them one can say. It's a young dom and out in our babu and tell lawyer Nanka why you youth in Ghana be bro. Lawyer Mestro. I say in Ghana media mauno. As the 1 year you said the influence of Medase.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello, Miriam. I'm in you.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Hello. That's your friend Daniel.
Okay.
Your friend Daniel.
Okay, Danny, let's you. Amen.
Police station, and you are top class level. There's no full car now will stop
na pɛ empo ebia na ne bɔbɔ no a ɔde ɛba no the touch na abɔ photos na akɔ off onye kia na nye no na wɔ show so far as light ni nye adwuma no nko adeɛ wafomra ɔde ko wura central wa one pay ya 50 Ghana ni ade no rule of law no bi sɛ sɛ sika na ɔmo gye no ɛyɛ de boa ɔman na na sɛ ɛde yɛ den ɛgya rule of law ni yɛ ɛnokɔ na woka no apolisifoɔ nkɔ sɛ bio wɔn mu mmara no koraa no wɔn mu mmara no yɛbɛserew pɔso na mmɛyi nyansa yi ɛne adwene yɛnhunu rule of law no yie because yɛyera wo yɛyɛ ordinary person yɛ menam kwan wo deɛ ɛne kyɛ sɛ yɛmmɔbɔ ɛsiane sɛ wɔn nko a wɔn asua mmara no koraa yɛnni mmara no so na yɛn lɔya wamene sɛ yɛsɔfo na nyame nhyira wo na yɛmpa ibɔ ne sɛ lɔya no wode sɔfo no deɛ no bɛka ho na apɔ mama yɛn because wayɛ bi na wokyerɛ yɛn ɔso saa kyerɛ yɛn nyame nhyira wo
amen okay I think it's here for na deɛ mede dwumadi bɛsi ha na next week no